Hello, everyone. It's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing it to the roadside chat. This question comes from an officer, and here's basically the context of the question. And I'm calling this one welfare check gone bad. All right. A welfare check is requested by the mother to just check on her daughter. The daughter is allegedly involved in an abusive relationship by her boyfriend. The welfare check is basically just that. Hey, can we just go check on her? I think they've not been getting along lately. There's not really a lot of facts here. However, the mother is not even sure that the daughter is at home at this time. They also have a non-contact order. So again, we don't know that the daughter is there, but if she was, he would be violating the non-contact order. The welfare check is done. The partner, right, the boyfriend answers the door and basically says, you know what? I want you to leave. You don't have a warrant. I want you to leave. The partner of the police officer then confronts him and tries to barge on in and says, you know what? Essentially this mindset like, hey, we're going to make sure she is not here. The officer writing this is like, hey, just to be clear though, we got nothing else. Besides him being at his own house, we have no agency. Hell, we do not even know the daughter is present. So then after barge in, something happens, they leave. Then the boyfriend gets into his car and tries to leave. And this partner, the one who apparently, according to the facts that we know here, is not using good judgment, blocks the person in at the driveway, does not even allow the guy to leave. Eventually, they kind of, cooler heads prevail. Everybody kind of goes their own way. And the question is, based on these facts, was that a violation of the Constitution? The answer is absolutely yes. Without question. In order to, look, the knock and talk is fine, right? The mother wants you to check on the daughter, fine. But first of all, let's be very clear about this. In order for a police officer to cross that threshold into a person's home, they better have what we call here at Blue to Gold crew. You either have that person's consent, you have a recognized exception like exigency, right? Or you have a warrant. There is no let me just confirm that everything was okay exception. There is no exception like that. And this is this kind of mentality of, you know what, I'm Johnny Law, I got that badge, and I'm going to make sure everything is okay. And you don't, and there's also maybe some contempt of cop going on here where the boyfriend is agitating the police officer with the way that, he's treating the officer and saying, and disrespecting the officer. This has to end, right? The police officer, I'm just making kind of like some observations here, but police officers represent the government. And the government cannot just barge away into people's homes just because they are insulted or just want to make sure everything is okay and so forth. That's not the rules of engagement. And in this country, we actually balance crime control and freedom, right? And for those officers who are thinking out there, but Anthony, she could be in there and she could be in danger. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Right? There is no intrusion that you can make on people's liberty and freedom in this country based on nothing more than a what if. Freedom has costs. The First Amendment has a cost. The Second Amendment has a cost, and the Fourth Amendment has a cost. With the way our system works here, if we do not have the facts in our favor, and we do not have facts or circumstances to lead us to believe that there is an exigent circumstances, then we cannot go in, right? And yes, this may end in tragedy. It would be very unfortunate if the daughter was there, and she would have been hurt or killed later that night. And we could have done something by barging way in, but that's not how it works. This is not a dictatorship. It's not supposed to be. And so I just want to kind of take this moment to take these very limited facts. I was not there, but I'm just telling you, if what happened, if these facts are true, and this is a a good representation of what happened there, we have to start recognizing that we don't have the right to just barge in people's homes. And the reason I'm kind of going off on this is because I see it happen all the time, especially with young officers and especially with rural officers. Okay, officers that don't have a lot of oversight can have sometimes gotten away with stuff like this, and maybe it kind of, since it's been happening for so long, they don't really know any better now. It's kind of been ingrained in their professional fabric. This is how they kind of do business. But just remember, if you're going to walk past that threshold, block people in a driveway, have a reason for doing it. It better be legit, not because of contempt of cop. Okay, so that's what I got for you. I don't like it, and luckily, fortunately, use of force was not used, because if force was used, let's say the guy actually repelled the government invasion into his home, as he would like to probably call it, and force was used against him, and now we're going to court, and the cop is like, well, I'm just there to make sure everybody's okay. That wouldn't be a justification, and that officer would likely have to pay a lot of money. There would not be qualified immunity if the cop did not have agency. All right? All right. That's what I got for you. I hope this conversation has been useful to you. I hope this has helped you get it right every single time. That's my mission in life, is for our beloved brothers and sisters in law enforcement to do the right thing, protect people, serve your community, go fight crime, but do it in the right way. Do it in the right way. Until next time, my friends, you stay safe.